Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome back to Minecraft Amplified Survival Story. If this is your first time joining, hello, welcome. The premise here is that each time I play a bit of 1.7 Amplified Survival, and I tell a little bit of a story, and you guys can leave comments suggesting how the story should start, and we go from there. So last time, we had a story about Chauncey, the penguin with beautiful hair, but this time we've got a new one. So there was two of them that were in really close competition. This is second place right here. This is by Snow Rose, a story about a sea turtle named Sam who works at Taco Bell. So if people want to see that, maybe she can post it again, and maybe that'll be next time if it gets enough likes. But the one that won was this one by Andre Diazism. It's a story about a poor farmer who finds a talking onion that grants wishes. So that's going to be today's story. Now, if you're wondering why I'm back at the base, I didn't want to subject you guys to another whole episode of me basically just running around trying to get back here. So I kind of just traveled back here on my own. I didn't really get much. I maybe got a few coal along the way, but not too much happened. It was fairly uneventful, but I made my way back. And today I'm going to get some supplies because I want to start getting my base going up here and having a little home. So get ready. Crinkles, we're going overboard. Here we go. I'm sure this is really weird for anyone who hasn't seen this before. Okay, so we survived the fall. Let's throw that saddle out. Don't need that. Okay, and let's get going. Now, this is about... I almost said Lester. That's the goblin's name. That was the other story. This is about... why can't I come up with a name? Leroy, the farmer. Leroy. He's just a normal farmer, and he has this very simple life. I mean, he's a poor farmer. He's moderately happy with life, and not much of, you know, he's not wanting for much. He has a nice farmland that he mans, and he hasn't really, you know, had much excitement in his life. But one day, he's going through his onion patch, and he digs up a carrot, and he's like, what is this doing here? But then he keeps going through his onion patch, and he forgets about the carrot. He's not a carrot salesman. He doesn't really know where there would be a good market for carrots, so he doesn't do anything with that. But he takes the onions that he finds and puts them in a barrel and brings them to the marketplace. And on his way there, he hears like a, hey, how's it going? What's going on, buddy? And he's like, what is going on? Am I going crazy? Somebody's talking to me. I'm on this dirty, dusty road on my own. Who would be talking to me here? And he looks down into his barrel of onions, and he finds one of them has a little face and a little smile, and it's adorable. And he's like, hey, get me out of here. So he takes the onion out of there, and he's like, what the heck is going on? First off, he's like afraid it's gonna bite his fingers because it's an onion with a mouth, so you never know what they're gonna do. But the onion's like, hey, thanks for digging me up. I'm a magic onion. How's it going? Oh, I'll grant your wishes. And the farmer's like, what the heck? Leroy's a little confused by this, but he's like, okay, I guess. And the onion says, I'll grant you unlimited wishes until you're happy, basically. I'll keep giving you wishes until you're happy. So the farmer's like, all right, I got my first wish. I wish for you to have a less annoying voice. And the onion's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do that. It's already been granted. And he gets like a weird George Takei voice for some reason. So Leroy is like, sweet, okay, I guess this works. Where is a spruce forest? He says, because he wants to go somewhere where the onion won't be stolen by somebody. He's a little worried that someone's going to take his onion. So he's looking, he basically is like, okay, there's got to be a forest around here. He travels to the forest, well, he's traveling to the forest, but he's like, wait a sec, why can't I just, hey, onion, can you teleport us to a forest? And bam, there it goes, your wish is granted, and they were in a forest. So Leroy's like, okay, what do I want? I've got to play this right, because if I wish for something that makes me happy, then it's over. This gravy train is gone, and the gravy is made with a nice onion zest, and I won't see him again. So he's like, okay, what can I wish for that won't make me happy, but is something that I want that might contribute to my happiness? And he's not really sure how this is going to work, so as he's thinking, the onion's like, maybe you'd like a sandwich. And the farmer's like, I guess, okay. So he wishes for a sandwich, and he says like the most delicious sandwich that anyone has ever eaten. So the onion does that, And Leroy's like, can I ask you something here? This isn't a wish, but like, what do you mean by until I'm happy? And the onion says, well, you can keep wishing until you're happy, but it's complete happiness is how it will end. You don't have to worry about, like, temporary happiness. It's just, you know, completely happy. So the farmer's like, sweet, this is pretty good. I mean, complete happiness. I don't want to get any, like, into some, like, crazy ontological discussions about our existential dilemma and everything, but this is like, can anyone be completely happy? I basically have unlimited wishes from a kind of sexy voiced onion, so he's pretty happy about this. And he says, alright, let's do this. I mean, I don't want for much, but I could want for things if I wanted to. So he decides to start wishing. And he's like, alright, I hate going to the market. I don't have any animals. I can't, like, I'm just walking with this big bushel. So his first thought is like, I want something sweet to ride. And he's like, how about a lion combined with a eagle and a dolphin? That way I can, like, be good on every level, you know. If I gotta go in the water, if I gotta go in the air or on the land, I can do that. And he's like, maybe I need to. I was thinking here and kind of wandering, and I wandered out of the forest. So maybe I should wander back to the forest, because that is my goal here. Gotta not stray from the goal too much. So they go back to the forest, and when they get there, the farmer hears something, and he's like, oh crap, what's going on? There's some noise. It's a ruckus. What's going on? And then he sees out of the woods the Dolphiangle. The Dolphiangle. And it's like, and it, like, its voice, if you can imagine, it's a combined version of all of those calls. And the farmer is like, this is an abomination. It's terrifying, but it's pretty cool at the same time. So he's like, I will name you Little One, and you are my little one. And so he takes Little One, his Dolphiangle, and it's an acute Dolphiangle. And so he takes that with him, and he's like, alright, Onion, let's fly. And they fly off into the sky, and he's like, okay, so my next wish is, could I just have a saddle for this thing? Because it's kind of chafing on my legs. So he gets that, and he's like, your wish is granted. And he gets the saddle, and that's all good. And he's like, okay, so I got a way to get to the market. I need a wife. I'm a butt-ugly farmer. It's like, could you... I don't want to, like, just, like, get, like, a random lady that I think is beautiful, because she probably won't have a good personality, and things won't work out, you know, if we don't have anything in common. She's got to love farming. She's got to love me and, like, the things that I do, or else we'll have nothing to talk about, and she'll just, you know, be sitting pretty, but that's not going to make me happy. So can I have a lady that is, like, the perfect lady for me? And the Onion's like, alright, I guess. And then Oprah just pops out of nowhere. And he's like, what the heck? And Oprah's like, my name's Oprah. And I don't really know what Oprah's voice sounds like. So I don't know why she would say that, but it's weird. So the farmer's like, okay, I guess I could do this. Maybe, like, maybe could I get, like, a woman? I don't want to do backsies or anything, but could I get, like, a woman with a voice that's, like, more recognizable that I would like? And the Onion's like, alright, I guess I'll kill Oprah. And, like, Oprah just dies, like, out of nowhere. And then the Dolphiangle just eats her, and it's, like, crazy. And the farmer is like, I guess I should have made sure that the Dolphiangle didn't have, like, a human bloodlust, because now he's got a taste for Oprah's. And how am I going to feed him Oprah's? I guess I could wish for more Oprah's later on. But anyways, it got a little grim for him there for a second. He was like, what did I get into? So he says basically, okay, so give me my perfect woman, but give her, like, a more distinct voice so that she'll sound different from everybody. So the Onion grants his wish, and then Katharine Hepburn pops out, and she's like, oh, hello, Leroy. I'm Katharine Hepburn. And so she's like well-to-do. She has, like, bags of money in her arms because she was a famous actress. And but she also liked to be kind of rough and tumble. She liked to go out and, you know, she was hanging out with Howard Hughes, and they're flying planes and stuff. So if you've seen The Aviator, you know what's going on. But she basically was kind of, she's a rich girl, but she's also rough and tumble, and that's basically what Leroy wanted. And he's like, whoa, we are really high up here. I probably shouldn't have gone so high, especially if I'm trying to get, you know, a loved one and maybe some trees to build a house, because Leroy had a really crappy dirt hovel. He wanted something better. So he's like, alright, I got my babe, I got my mount, I'm ready for the next level. Let's get a nice house. And he's like, I don't really want something beyond my means because I don't want to attract too much attention. So he basically is like, alright, let's do this. Let's get me a house, but I want it to look like a farmer's house on the outside, but on the inside, it should be like super cool and like, you know, it's just awesome inside. It's like got everything. It's got a Nintendo's. It's got like a couch that's like really comfy. You could sleep on it like a bed if you wanted. And he basically goes through all the stuff that he wants in there. But he's like, on the outside, it should look like a farmer's dirt hut. Whoa! He said as the house just like appeared before him. That was crazy. And the Onion's like, how about this? Is this good enough for you? And the house is pretty sweet. It's like one of those D&D huts that you could get that you like, you plop it, you just like use magic and it plops down. And then it's like really cool inside and has every amenity, but it's just like exists out of a dimension. Like you don't have to worry. It's not exactly like that, but it's similar. So Leroy's like, I'm pretty content here, you know. Everything's going pretty good. I don't know if I need any more. Like, I guess I could like help people. I've helped myself enough. Maybe I should help the people of the world. So Leroy says, let's make it so that everybody doesn't have to worry about food or health. And, you know, they can worry about getting money for other things, but the basic level of life is provided for. And they don't have to work necessarily if they don't want to, but they're going to be, I want them to be content enough where they're not going to go cause trouble because they got nothing to do. And so basically that's the plan. He's gonna try to make it so that people are happy in the world. And the Onion's like, what about overpopulation? You know, if people don't die from starvation and die from death of sickness, everyone's gonna be alive forever. And this is not a sustainable model of human, you know, life. And the farmer's like, I guess that's true, but we'll see how it goes. Give it a few decades or something. And, you know, he just does that, and everyone's pretty happy. The farmer's like, sweet. I don't know what else to do, man. Like, I guess I could eliminate, like, war or something, but, you know, we gotta find some way for humans to kill each other off, or they're just gonna be everywhere and ruining the world. And he's like, oh, okay, so I'm a farmer. I'm in tune with the, you know, the world and its ways. My next wish is that humans could, you know, be self-sustaining. They won't destroy the world. They won't eliminate certain animals and stuff. Like, I think everybody should live in, like, a balanced world and be cool and stuff. And the Onion's like, well, it's kind of vague. I guess I could try, but I don't really know how that's gonna work. So, you know, if people are everywhere, they're going to eat things and kill animals. So, basically, the farmer's like, just do it. If anyone opposes me, I've become sort of like an all-powerful magical dictator with my talking onion and my Dolphy and Dolphy, sorry. So he's basically like, if anyone's, you know, isn't gonna go follow the rules of keeping the world good, then I'll swoop down on my Dolphy and just devour them, because this thing is hungry for humans. Whoa, and we're loading new chunks. So let me make sure I'm heading back to the base. He said, because he had flown off again from his house, so he was a little worried that he was getting, you know, off the course of where he needs to be headed, and he really was. He's turned around completely. So he flies off with his Dolphy. He looks over what he has done in the world, and he's just marveling at it. It's like, wow, people are happy. They're not being, you know, there's still scary stuff out in the world that can kill you, but you have to be, you know, you can be content with this. And he's like, I guess we'll see in a couple generations if this works out. I don't really know. It's kind of a nice experiment. And because apparently I'm not completely happy, I could just wish with my talking onion to, you know, to fix things if that's how it happens. So basically, I'll keep this onion. And he's like, Onion, I wish that you, what would make you happy? Because I want you to be happy, so you stick around with me. We want like a genie thing, like Aladdin, where we're like still friends, and you can give me wishes on the DL, even if even if I have run out of wishes. So the onion's like, well, I guess, whoa, I'm getting lag here, sorry. Yeah, I guess if I had a nice hat and, you know, a pizza, then I would be good for a while. And so he's like, okay, I want a tiny onion hat and a pizza from my friend here. And that's what he gets. And the onion's like, now I'm happy. I guess I don't get any wishes. And the onion loses his ability to make wishes because he's so happy he can't grant wishes for himself. And the farmer's like, well, crap. This is unexpected. So, oh, sweet. Is this like a roofed forest? The farmer says as he flies over some trees on his Dolphiangle. And the onion's like, I don't know, man. I'm super dumb now that I have no wish powers. And the farmer's like, you know what? I have my sweet house, but this place is like really cool too. Maybe I should settle here. So him, his Dolphiangle, Katharine Hepburn, everybody, you know, the talking onion, it's like maybe we can all live together and have peace and stuff. And if it doesn't work out, you know what, I'll probably be dead by the time it gets really unsustainable with people everywhere. So, you know, the farmer's like, I guess I'm happy. And the onion's like, whoa, what the heck? That somehow reversed my happiness, the fact that you're happy, because one of the things that made me happy is you being unhappy, because I'm kind of a dick like that. So the onion got his wish powers back, and the farmer's like, this is really confusing. We should probably, you know, stop this before, you know, people get too confused. So, you know, the farmer and the onion, who knows what happened to them, but maybe we'll find out another time if people want to hear that story. So, thank you guys for watching. I managed to gather some spruce wood. I explored enough to find this roofed forest, which I should take a picture of the screen, the coordinates. There we go. And we had a bit of exploring and some excitement. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story of Leroy the farmer and his talking onion. And I really want to see a Dolphiangle if anyone has the, you know, the effort to draw that. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time for more amplified survival story. Goodbye. Hiya.